up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It's your guy, Marcus, and I'm here for our motivational mix. So I'm waiting for our Facebook friends to come online as usual. YouTubers, thank you for being punctual and on time and right here ready to rock and or roll of your choice. All right, let's see here. Let's add them on. Here we go. Facebookers, welcome. YouTubers, welcome. Welcome to today's motivational mix. Here's the cool thing about today is that we're just going to do a real quick video. And the reason for it is I want you to ask you a question. And the question I'm going to ask you here has to do with choice. It has to do with choice. It's as simple as that. So, Facebook and YouTube, I want you to think about this. What is the difference between you and somebody who's uberly rich and uberly successful? Now, a lot of you might say money, might say connections, might say all this stuff, but there are a lot of people, and there's case studies around, and there's videos around about people just like you and me who started from the bottom but now are very successful. There are studies and studies of people who didn't have money that ended up very successful. So the question is, what is the difference between me and you and them? Okay, so what I've come to realize is that a lot of people don't seem to realize that the people who are rich and the people who are successful and the people who complain about their lives and the people who go through their lives, you know, slowly dying is pretty much all they do. Those people have the exact same amount of time in a day. They all have 24 hours. So in 24 hours, a person who is not successful can become successful. A person who is not successful can stay unsuccessful. The idea behind it is that there's a logic behind it. There is an intensity behind it and a focus behind it. That in your 24 hours, what are you willing to do to take yourself to the next level? Now, let me ask you this question again. Let's ask this, here we go. So, 24 hours, right? Should your complaints and the problems in your life stop you from being successful? And whatever you define success is, it didn't have to be money. It could be anything you want to be successful, right? Because people who are rich have problems. People who are not rich have problems. So it's not the aspect of complaints. Okay, so that didn't have anything to do with it. Time? Nope. They got the same 24 hours. You got the same 24 hours. Okay? So they don't have a time machine that gives them more time. They got the same amount. What about families? Because, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, I can't do that because of my family. But the problem is that people who are successful have families. People who aren't successful have families. So the idea behind it is that there is a very similar top and bottom here and side by side to where we have the same conditions almost. The problem is that the excuses that you make in that time frame and the decisions and choices you make in that time frame allow for you to either reach for success or make an excuse and sit back on your laurels and hope that something changes. Now, it's like the greatest analogy I could possibly give you, and I'll get off here because, like I said, it's a quick mix today, is being hungry and standing in front of the refrigerator. And you're like, ooh, I'm hungry. And you're standing there, you're staring at it. And then somebody else who's standing right beside you says, ooh, I'm hungry. And they open up the refrigerator, they reach in and they grab food and they close the refrigerator back. Now, the only difference between you two, because you both are hungry, you both are standing in front of the refrigerator, and you both said, I'm hungry, and you both have the opportunity to go in the refrigerator, the difference is the person who's successful opened up the fridge, found what they wanted, and took it out. The person who wasn't successful in this particular analogy is standing there just looking at the fridge, thinking that maybe some food will fall out, or maybe they'll find some food somewhere, but they're not understanding that the food is right in front of them. But it takes the action. It's the action that is necessary to complete the next task. The action allows for them to open their door, open up their refrigerator, their cupboard, whatever they have, and get food for themselves. So if you're not eating, okay, it means success. If you're not eating, maybe you need to take more actions to get yourself to get to the food. That's all I have. Nice and easy. Just think about it. You have the same 24 hour as the rich do. You have the same 24 hour as the successful do. You have the same 24 hour that the award winners do. The only difference is what you do with it and the time that you take, and what you do with it in choice. Now, it also matters about the time it takes to make action, but that's a whole different ballgame in itself. Because people who are successful are usually making actions a lot quicker and not necessarily coming back on their actions, making it work. And people who are not so successful, they want to think about things. Well, one of the problems with thinking about things is that you lose out on time. Time is given to everybody. We all might have certain amount of time, and if you're wasting the amount of time that you have just thinking about things, then you're not getting anything done. So remember, go get yourself something to eat. If you're not eating, open up the door and go get it. But staring at the refrigerator is not going to make food fall into your hands. That's all I have. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you tomorrow.